Good evening, everyone. Very cold evening today, so it's lovely to see you all. Lovely to see you sitting in the warm, hopefully, and listening on in. I have got a beautiful set because there's two of card kits for you here today. So there will be a little bit of a mix and match. You will get a gold version or a silver version, but they're all equally as beautiful. We will be using all these bits and pieces here, all of which you will receive in your pack, albeit that you will receive the gold ones in the gold and silver in the silver. So these items here are also for sale separately, so I'm going to be showing you that as well. Let me show you the cards. Oh, and that's where they're available from. If you need them, that's where you need to go. So let me show you the cards. So we've got a set, as I say, there's two cards here today. Now the designs will vary because I will show you that all in a minute. You will get different papers. Some of you may well get these, but some of you will get different card designs. But you will get the gorgeous profile stamp set, sentiment set from Julie Hickey Designs included in your pack, which is including the words Merry Christmas and Joy down the bottom there. So you will get two card blanks. You will get the glimmer. Now I have to get this right all the time. Glimmer gold, which is this one here. And that's sort of like a satiny gold. Then you'll get the edge to the edge foiled gold as well. You will get some gold mirror card for the sentiments and also black as well. So in that case, and then you'll get enough for both, making both of these cards. I'm going to show you two ways of doing them. One is simple and the other one is almost simple, but just gives you a little bit of something different. And I think you can probably see that in the sort of light ways there, which you can see there's sort of like a little ridge here. So you could use it without, and you could use it with. So let me show you the card that goes with it. So as I said, you'll get your two card blanks. So that's your white card blanks. Now, if you were to get the gold version, you would be getting some of your glimmer gold. It's either glimmer or glimmering. I never remember. You will get a sheet of that and you will get one of these sheets. Now, they vary, as you can see, in the different designs. I did use them in the beautiful boxes that we were doing just recently. So that's the card there. So you can see all the different bits and pieces. So that's if you were getting it in the gold, and you also get the gold mirror, of course. But if you were getting it in the silver, you would get your silver shimmer card and then same patterns, but different colorways. Obviously, this is the silver. So you've got the silver satin behind and the beautiful silver mirror card sort of finish to it. Beautiful. 300 GSM quality card there for you. So it just works really well. And you get a piece of black card as well. And you get this lovely die set. So this is the die set. It's called Christmas Profile. They come the 6 dies in the set. So you get the words Christmas, Merry and Joy, but you also get the sort of shadow die with it as well. And I have already cut them out onto here so you can see them a bit better. So you can see this is your Merry and then Christmas. And then I've cut out 2 here for this one because I wanted to do the Joy one slightly different. And that is your word Joy. So you can see it's a beautiful script. Lovely. I've also cut out from the black card a couple of the profiles, the background bits, the shadows, and I've done that for the word Christmas and also for the word Merry. So I'm going to be adding those to that in a short while. But let me show you how nice and simple the cards are. And as I think I said to you when I was talking to this before, this card kit, I always try to do one that's for quick quick cards, quick but looking good. So therefore there's 2 in this set. They are available only while stocks last. I do have to say that because I am limited on the die sets here. So I've just got what I've got. So once they are gone, I'm afraid they are gone. But they are such a bargain, and such a bargain that instead of the usual £12.99 for our card kits, this is a special again because it's only £11.99 and you're getting 2. Goodness me. Aren't I good to you? So without further ado, let me, now I've already used that, so I'm going to pop that to one side. I don't need those at the moment. That's my lovely sentiments that are going to go on in a little while. Here is my card blanks. So let's just fold them up. And as I said, they fold up to the 6x6. Obviously, you get the envelopes with it as well. So I am going with this set. So this is silver, already done the gold one. So we thought we'd go for silver. And I've already taken the silver shimmer card, which is the plain sort of matte satin one. Again, all of these are available over on the website as well. There's 30 sheets in this one. So it's a real sort of, there's plenty there. 30 sheets of this. And I've cut both of these out to the same size. They are both 13.5 centimetres by 13.5 centimetres. Now, if you are going to go and take advantage of such a thing as this, all of your instructions with photographs, our lovely June will be working hard over the next couple of days, and she will get those. I will send those out in an email to you. She sends it over to me and then I send it on to you. So if you okay, Sue, if you haven't had that, it's me that you need to contact for any of the written instructions. Often the written instructions for anything else that's not a card kit or a workshop goes on the Maximum Craft Facebook group. But if you've got a kit, they will go into your email account. Do often, if you can't find it, have a look in the good old junk and spam section, because often they do tend to creep in there, which is a bit of a nuisance. So that is 2 pieces. I'm doing them both at the same time here. 2 pieces that are both 13.5 by 13.5. Then I'm going to take my black piece first of all, and I'm going to cut this as well. So first of all, I'm going to cut a piece that is 11 centimetres by 11 centimetres. Like that. So that's for one of the cards. And then for the other one, I'm going to cut a piece which is 13 centimetres by 9 centimetres. So that's for my second card. Okay. Now you've got loads left over that are suitable for your sentiments and maybe even another card altogether. So that's all your spare stuff for that. Then I'm going to take my patterned, beautiful, I love this, beautiful patterned card. And I'm going to cut one piece that is, I'm just trying to think if I could get away with using this any more sparingly. Let me just think if I could. I might do. If I cut this piece so that it is 13 centimetres long, like that, and then 8.5 the other way, that's one piece. And then this piece I can trim down to 10 centimetres by 10 centimetres. And by doing it that way, I can be even more frugal, because that then gives me a whole chunky piece that with a couple more card blanks, you've even got enough to use and make 2 more cards. So that's the way to cut that one. So again, don't need those little slithers, but I'm going to put these 2 pieces together. So that's my black piece, which is 13.5 by 9. And I've got she says. Did I say 13 now? Now cut that out. Wrong. That'll teach me for talking, won't it? Hold on. Let's just see. Pay no attention to Auntie Maxine now. Let's start again. I need a piece that is 13.5. So let me just do that properly. 13.5 by 9. I said it, but I didn't do it, did I? Slap my wrists. So 13.5 by 9. And then, that's better. That bit should fit in there nicely. So let's just recap that. Sorry, it will be right in the instructions. This piece is 13.5 by 9. And then I've got my patterned piece, which is 13 by 8.5. And then for my other pieces here, so I've got an 11 by 11 from the back and a 10 by 10 with my patterned. I'm going to put my, I'm going to use my guillotine edge, which the cutting edge is here. Don't want to do that too sharply. And I'm going to put it so that that point and that point, top and bottom, is on my cutting edge. So the point of the top of my card there is right on the cutting edge, and then I'm going to move that around so that the point at the bottom, not that you can see it, the point at the bottom is also on the cutting edge. I need to wiggle that back again. Then I'm going to hold it down with this bar, that's what it's all about, and trim down. So I've now got 2 triangles, and I'm going to do exactly the same with this. So I'm going to put the point at the top on the cutting edge, wiggle it around a bit so that the one on the bottom is also, that point is absolutely on the edge, and then cut it down. So I've now got 2 triangles there as well. Okay. So let's take this one first. So this one, I'm going to do the triangles. Now, as you can see, I've got my triangles already cut, so they're all ready to go. But this bit in the middle is where I've done it a little bit different. So you could, if you wish, just pop your triangles together. So let's do that. So a patterned onto a black. A little bit of glue. And pop that there. And if you can imagine, we'd be putting one up there and then same one down here. And then that one goes, oops, get that into position, one onto there. So you could, if you wish, I know this isn't on the card yet, you could, if you wish, just do that. So that could be your finished card. I can get it into position there. Stay. Right, that could be just it with your Merry Christmas going along that centre. However, if you want to do it slightly different, before you stick it all down, you need to do the scoring part of it. So I'm just going to put them to one side for a minute. I'm going to bring in my scoring pad. I want to do the centimetres. And I'm going to turn it over. So I'm pushing through this side so that my score lines show up on this side. Now, because I want to do it diagonally, I just need to make sure that it is sort of square looking, if you see what I mean, or squarish. So all I simply need to do is make sure that I get my points of my card facing, so this point and this point need to be facing the same number, pointing to the same number. So if you see what I mean, I've moved it here so that that point is pointing to 9.5 centimetres, and over here it is also pointing to that same bit, which then means that I have got a straight line going through. Now, as I said, you don't have to do this part, just it gives it a little bit of a different look. So I'm going to make that mark through the centre, and then I'm just going to go 3 or 4 either side of that mark into every groove. So in this case, it's at 9.5, 10, 10.5, 11, 11.5. Probably don't need to do another one. And then coming back the other way, just holding it in place. Whoops. 9.5, 8.5, 8. Just do one more for luck. So I've given myself a nice bit of texture there. Can you see? And when I turn it over, you can really see it then. So just as something a little bit different to do. So I'm just going to bring that back in. So bring in my card blank. That is now going to go straight into the middle. So I'm just going to glue that straight down. The sentiments work really, really well on any card that you want to use, but I just wanted to use it as a little quick set for you so that you could just sort them out yourself, really. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put that absolutely in this corner. So it's not hanging over the edge or anything. It's absolutely in that corner. So corner to corner. And that one goes over there. Press that down there. Then bring in my other corner, and that's going to go down here. And again, all I need to do is just pop, some glue onto there and put that edge to edge on here. Like that. So we now know. So you see what I mean? That just putting those score lines in there just give a really nice something a bit different, I think. It's lovely without it, but I just think that breaks it up quite nicely. So I'm then going to bring in my sentiments. So we've got the word Christmas. Oh, it might help if I got it round the right way, wouldn't it? So I'm just going to add that to that. And so this die set is also included in your pack. So you've got the card, you've got the patterned card, you've got the satin card, you've got a little bit of mirror card to do your sentiment on, and you've got 2 card blanks and envelopes and this die set. What is there not to like? So I'm just going to pop that onto there. Whoops, get in the right position. I will grab my block, acrylic block, to just hold that into place. And then bring in the Merry. So that's my shadow. And that is my, oh, I love that. Love that. So delicate. I do like delicate sentiments. I'm quite a lover of sentiments altogether, to be honest. And some of these sort of scripty type flourish sentiments are quite my favourites. So let's just put that into there. And then that onto there. And then I use my acrylic block for not what an acrylic block is for, but to just press that down. And then bring in my card again. And I'm just going to put my Merry Christmas, just put that back a second, along there. So I'm not putting any, aren't I good? I'm not putting any foam on there. Just one sentiment there. And then Christmas on here. And that's all you need to do. How about that? That's one done in next to no time. Now you could obviously do your second card. Let me just show you the gold version as well. Gold version, but with a different pattern. As I said, you will get different patterns. So that's your gold and your silver versions. Hold on. Stick. Okay, just got to tell them, haven't you? And then let's just do the other card. Now, again, equally as simple. But if you recall, we had already cut that piece out. So 13.5 by 13.5. Once we get it right, we got this piece at 13.5 by 9. That's going to go over the top there. And we've got this piece, which was 13 by 8.5, which is going to sit right on top. Now, I thought you could do them all the same, but I quite liked this one to have the word joy down the bottom here, but this sort of ribbed effect. Do you remember stick this together whilst I'm nattering. Do you remember you could get no, I was going to call it a ribber. Was it called a ribber? Had a little, I have still got one somewhere. You had like a little handheld contraption that you put a bit of card in and you wound it round and it came a ribbler, I'm told. Oh, okay, thank you. Ribbler. I thought it was ribbler and then I thought, I can't be. I don't want to look stupid. That's what I said, a ribber. So I look stupid to see that instead. Yeah. So that sticks onto there. However, those ribblers, they probably wouldn't work very well with what I'm doing here, because what they did was that they not only gave you a nice lot of ribs, but they also made the card not lay very flat, which isn't ideal. So I'm going to do this one just very slightly different. I'm going to bring my score bit in again. And again, you don't need to do that. You could, let me just show you what it would look like. You could pop that onto your card front and then down here, just pop the word joy. That's all. You could even put an extra couple of, cut yourself out some from the snowflake panel die. You could cut out a couple of extra snowflakes, pop in there, anything really, just to make it look a bit different. But you could just pop that on there as well. But I'm just going to do a little bit like we did before. Now, I'm going to do this every 0.5 centimetre all the way along one of the edges. But because this covers an awful lot of it, I only need to go not even halfway, about 1/3 of the way. So I'm going to hold it into position. The first couple are a little bit more difficult, but I'm going to press down firmly. And let me just check that when I put that on there, yeah, it will cover it. So I've gone down to about 6 centimetres. So every 0.5 centimetre at the top, all the way along one side, down to approximately 6 centimetres. But that part of it doesn't really matter because it's going to be hidden anyway. And I'm pressing quite firmly. I was saying this to the workshop people that I was working with yesterday, which was brilliant. I've tended to start to use the proper scoreboard because although I have got the scoring bit on my cutter, I want to sometimes press quite deeply so that we get much more of a pattern like this. So you can see that that has quite nicely pressed through and given the image of being ribbled. Can't be ribbled, surely. That can't be a word, can it? And then when we pop that one straight over the top, it looks higgledy-piggledy, but when I put that straight over the top, you won't even know that that is there. So let me discover what's happened to my other card blank because it's gone on a walkabout. Did I tuck it up with one of these? Hide it under there. There it is. So there's my other card blank. So I'm going to stick this straight down. So this is my ribbled bit. That's your word of the day, folks. How many times can you use the word ribbler? Do you think that means to ribble then? Oh, God. Can't help it, you know. But I do think it does. To ribble or not to ribble? That is the question. I am a ribbler. But I hope I get better soon. It comes from talking to yourself, you know. Right. I'm going to put that on exactly on the top there, over the top, because it should, once I got it right, fit edge to edge there. And it's coming down so that that really covers, I don't know, about 2/3 of the way down. It looks quite nice. And then I could use, as I said, they all have like that shadow effect, but I decided I didn't want to use the shadow effect. So I am simply going to put two together so that I've got a little bit more of a leeway there. So pop a little bit of glue onto this one first. And as I said, any of them, if you feel more inclined and you have got a bit more time, then you might want to put on a few extra embellishments, like some extra snowflakes or something like that. So I'm going to put that immediately on the top, but it has got a shadow, so you could do it like that if you wish, and you have got plenty of black card, or even, it doesn't even need to be the black card, it could just be some of the satin type card. You could just put that on there as well. So let's just get that into place, and then turn it over again and add a little bit more glue. So as I said, I am restricted just purely with the dies on this one. So once these are gone, I just added this as a little bonus for the card kit. It wasn't a pre-order one. So if you are a subscriber to the card kits, this isn't classed as a monthly card kit. This is classed as an extra, really. So they are just... should have held that, should I not? Oh, bum. Oh, I've still got plenty of glue on there. Don't need to add any more. Just don't drop it this time, Maxine. Right, I'm just going to pop that onto my card front. That brings me great joy to see that, to be honest with you. I think that looks lovely. I'd love to be able to write like that, wouldn't you? Oh. But there you go. So there is the silver version. Here is the gold version. And again, your packs will have randomly chosen patterns, which could vary from all sorts, really, or not all sorts, but let me just show you them again. Some of the designs. So let me just pop them to one side a minute. So you've got holly, you've got beautiful little presents. You've got words, which are nice as well. Merry Christmas and whatever. Trees, little holly, little lights, beautiful baubles, snowflakes, lovely stripe. If you've got the stripe, just make sure you're cutting, when you cut your one in half, make sure you're cutting it the same way as your stripes are going. Snowflakes there. So yeah, lots of different choices. They will be chosen at random, and because it's only lonesome, or not lonesome, but because it's only me, you will have to just be a tiny bit patient, because I will be shipping these out on Wednesday. If I get chance to do them before, they may go out on Tuesday, but hopefully you will like them, and therefore there will be quite a few little packs that I have to be putting together. I'm trying to show you them all at the same time. Okay, so I'm glad you like them. I can see that some of you have ordered them, so thank you very much. Now let's bring in this bit back again. So all of these papers, card packs that I have got here are available if you wanted them. That's all written down there. I'll be back on Wednesday. I'll be back on Wednesday the 20th, and I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing then. I don't know if I said. Did I said? I'm not quite sure. And then we've got on next Sunday, with the 24th, we've got a little special coming up. There's a couple of new bits and pieces that I want to show you, and as we're coming up to Black Friday, there's going to be a rather special price on some things, so you can look out for that for next Sunday. Okay, And as I said, if you have ordered this, thank you so much for your support. As always, it means the world. That's where you need to go over to get them. But it will be Wednesday before they do come out to you. Okay. So thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, thumbs up would be great. Down here somewhere, you'll find a little looking hand with a big thumbs up like that. If you tick on that, that would be fantastic. Thank you so much to the person that just did that, whoever you are. It's fantastic. Thank you for joining me today. Stay warm because I hear it's getting very, very cold. So stay warm and look after yourself. Thank you for joining me. Hope I see you next Wednesday, the 20th of November. Wishing my life away now. And yeah, I will see you then. Take care, everybody. Thank you. Bye.